I'm sharing it to you on Discord, by the way, so you don't have to watch via the delay.
Yeah, man, I know. That's how I saw the game and I was singing along to it.
I'm just making sure, man. Okay, I'm really sorry.
Do you? Do you?
I'm stupid!
1, 2, 3, beep boo, beep boo.
Beep boo, beep boo. I thought I wasn't gonna like the song. I really like the song.
Yeah, it's really fucking good, man. It's really catchy.
It's really catchy, yeah. I'm not gonna say it's really good, but it's really catchy.
There's been absolute bangers coming out lately. Nico just dropped one, and she, dude, Nico's song is so fucking good. Her newest cover is so good. I don't know if you'll like it. I'll send it to you anyway. But it's really. I feel like I'm floating in space whenever I hear it. You know what I mean? Here, this is it. Like, I genuinely, like, I want to slow dance to my wife to this song. And then, like, the walls, like, drop away and I'm in space and we're floating. Right. And then I realize she's not real and, like, she, like, disappears in my hands. And I'm just sitting there in space alone and I get fucking sucked up into, like, a black hole. It's like that kind of.
Right.
Oh, you're live.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know we went live yet.
Yeah, I said that. I said I'm live.
Oh, sorry, I was in my own world.
I thought you were just cooking. What's our name, Jim? Jim.
No, don't be Jim. Be like. Be Wim. W-I-M. No, W-I-M. Yeah.
Oh, what's it?
There's our man. There's our man. There's our boy.
Gim.
Good evening, War.
No. Miranville.
Like that?
Yeah.
I think it'd have a dash in it.
It would, yeah.
Wim is a boy. Thank you, Scrum Gecko, for the sub. First sub of the month. Thank you so much. What's our traits, Jim? We get 2. We can be tough. We can be tough as nails. We can be mystical, so we can fucking talk to ghosts. Probably we can just straight up talk to animals. We can be street smart. We can have a keen eye. We can be book smart. Or we can just be hot. We get to pick 2 of these. So actually, we can combine whatever you want.
Let's. I'll pick one. You pick one.
Okay, you pick your first one.
Keen eye.
There's our man.
Okay.
Storm Gecko
I'm
gifted
torn
a tier
personally
1
between
sub
talk
to
to animals
Java
and
Moss
mystical.
Boss.
There's our man. There's our man. There's
Oh
our
shit,
boy.
thank you, Storm Gecko, for the 5 more. That's
Storm
6.
Gecko gifted a tier 1
6,
sub
bro.
to
Thank you so
Venerable
much.
Ancient Moon.
6-7.
6-7.
There's our man.
6-7.
I don't get it. I just don't get it,
Storm
man.
Gecko gifted a
6-7.
tier 1 sub to Lollipoppy.
There's our man. There's our man.
Crazy pull on the gift sub.
Storm
but
Gecko
thank you.
gifted a tier 1 sub to MRCON 3006.
Hit Venerable and
There's our man.
Lollipop.
Storm Gecko gifted a tier 1 sub to Yelmaliki.
We could be a hot detective. We could be like fucking Sherlock Holmes if he wasn't insane, you know? Sherlock Holmes if he actually showered and wasn't a freak. Let's just be street smart. We'll be keen-eyed and street smart. Final answer. Do you want to read with me, or do you want me just to read everything?
It's all you.
It's all me. Okay. You jolt awake as the bus hits the fuck me, dude. God damn it. Bad start.
Maybe it's not all you.
Then maybe it's not all me. You jolt awake as the bus hits a particularly nasty bump. You feel like you'd only just managed to start drifting off, and now here you are, weak again and still exhausted. For a moment, you're hazy on the details of where exactly here is, confusing this bus with the many others that came before it. But as your mind continues to reassert its existence in the waking world, the past few days come into focus. The long-lost cousin, the bad news, the 26 hours of bus rides with countless late-night stops, and seedy depots that would have felt unsafe even in the middle of the day. You wouldn't normally find yourself traveling like this, but your cousin bought the tickets. You should be the next NPC. The funeral of Perlane Scarlet. Perlane Scarlet? Perlane Scarlet, I think is how you say it. Your cousin's mother and your aunt. Seemed like something you shouldn't ignore, even considering your own late mother's rocky relationship with this side of the family. Fortunately, the end of your long journey is in sight. You're almost in Scarlet Hollow. So anyway... Oh, wait, no, this is you, Jim. You're the stranger.
I'm reading too?
If you want. Do you not want to?
Hold on. So anyway, as I was saying...
Oh no, he's still here. He's been sitting next to you for the past 5 hours, talking at you without pause. You're not sure he even stopped when he started to doze off. First he thought he was just being friendly, but that was several hours of one-sided conversation ago.
I was up in Maryland looking for work, but mostly messing around because I was a dumb teen. Me and my buddies were doing our usual prank stuff. You know, pushing joggers into the harbor, that sort of thing.
Why are you talking to me?
Why wouldn't I talk to you? We're on a bus. Buses are one of the best places to meet new people, hands down, and you're the only person left to meet. So this girl comes up to us, swinging her purse, yelling about how she was going to call the cops or whatever. It was hilarious. She actually hit my friend, and he said it hurts a lot. So I guess she really was mad and not just playing. But she kept swinging, and soon enough, she lost her balance and fell into the harbor, all on her own. We didn't even have to push her. We had a good laugh and fished her out, and her phone got soaked, so she couldn't call the cops on us. We wound up hanging out all day. She kind of became my girlfriend after that, and we've been on and off for about a year. So it's pretty serious.
Can I say that this guy kind of, and I do not mean this in a way, he ever so slightly looks like Sam.
Yeah, I can see that. Though about 5 months ago, she tried to break up with me, like, for real, and geez. You ever get so mad you just want to, like, kill somebody?
I have never felt that way about another person, and I find it alarming that you have.
You're young. You'll get it when someone tries to break your heart one day. It changes a person. Makes them think things they never thought they could. I honestly could have killed that woman. Anyway, she's giving birth to our son right now, so I'm trying to get up to Virginia to be there for it. But I don't know if I'm, like, into that stuff. So I might just wind up on a bus to New York or something instead. I've always wanted to go there.
This dude's a piece of shit! I do not want to be sucked into this guy's world, you know what I mean? Like, driver, how much longer till the next stop? This guy's a fucking nutcase. 10 minutes, everything alright back there?
Everything's fine.
Dude, I would be moving seats. This is you, Jim.
Oh. You don't have to bring the driver into this. We're just chatting. We're pals. Look, fatherhood is just scary, that's all. Plus, her mom is there, so it's not like she's alone. Her mom doesn't like me much, so I probably just make things super stressful.
You're genuinely a piece of shit, dude. Jim?
She'll understand. She's chill. Anyway, where'd you say you were headed?
Scarlet Hollow, I guess.
Oh, the holler, huh? That's what they call the hollows up in the mountains, you know. Holler is short for hollows.
I'm telling you, dude, I was literally just having the same exact thought process at how much this dude is not a piece. Like, Sam's not a piece of shit, but this line right here is something that Sam would say with 110% certainty. Sam would say this line right here instantly.
I had a couple of buddies who went up there to work in the mine. There's a coal mine up in the hollow, you see. Holler short for hollows. And there's always a job listing or two on the boards around there.
Holler is short for hollows, for those just joining the stream.
I've never wanted to do that kind of thing myself. I like my lungs the way they are. Thanks. But my buddies got desperate enough to try it. I haven't heard from them in a while, now that I think about it. I should see if they're on Facebook. See how they're doing up there. Why do I get the longest motherfucker who doesn't shut up, bro? Hope they didn't die.
He looks back at his phone, for once focused on something other than you.
Oh, this is me. It was lovely meeting you. Hope you don't get too bored without me around to talk to. Here, I have something for you.
I hope he shoots me. What the fuck is that? The stranger rifles through his pack before presenting you with a dripping bag of peanuts.
They're boiled peanuts. I got them at a gas station a few buses back. I noticed you haven't eaten much, so I figured you could use them more than me. Plus, they dripped all over my bag, so I don't want to carry them anymore. Tip, sometimes picking up a... Oh.
Sometimes picking a new dialogue option establishes a new fact about who you are. Oh, I can just be allergic to peanuts. Did we take this guy's peanuts?
Yeah, take his peanuts.
Alright, thanks, man. I love boiled peanuts.
Now you're addicted to boiled peanuts.
Maybe this guy's not so bad.
Glad they're going to a good home. And with that, I leave you. Safe travels, friend.
Do you think he was just holding a dripping bag over the aisle, letting it drip onto the floor? What am I saying? Of course he was. He's a fucking freak, bro. Just like that, the stranger is gone. Maybe you can finally get some sleep. Next stop, Scarlet Hollow. End of the line. Almost there. Shout out to the bus schedule, by the way. It arrives Monday at 11 a.m. and it departs Monday, 11:01 a.m. The bus finally comes to a stop, its brakes squealing as it deposits you in front of the Scarlet Hollow bus station. The sign at least reads bus station, but calling it that feels disingenuous. At best, it's a kiosk, though for a small town like this, you're amazed there's so much as a road, let alone a bus that drives on it every week. The driver quickly shuts the door behind you and starts the engine, kicking up dust clouds as he pulls away, eager to leave you in this place behind. I'll take this one, because I think this character talks way more than the one you just did.
God, thank God.
Hey, Wim. I'm sorry, I just gave them that voice. I'm not going to stick with that. I'm already reconsidering that voice. Why were they wet? You've never had boiled peanuts? They're not that common, but as you drive, if you've ever driven across America, you'll find boiled peanuts at gas stations. They're not that common, but they are not so uncommon to be like a mystery. They're just like a weird little Americana thing. You can find them a lot.
Yeah,
in, like,
people love them for some reason. I don't know why.
They're okay. I like boiled peanuts. I like boiled peanuts well enough. You instantly recognize the worn young woman from the few public photos on her Facebook page. She's your cousin, Tabitha. She looks annoyed to be there. Offer her your boiled peanuts.
Hell yeah.
Want some peanuts? I got them from the bus. You hold out the dripping bag. Dude, every time the bag comes up, the drip noise is very funny. You hold out the dripping bag, offering it to your cousin. What? Put those away. Why would I want wet peanuts? Now, come on, let's go. I don't want to spend any more time down here than I have to. Your cousin turns and motions to an old BMW parked near the bus kiosk. You follow her, clambering into the dusty relic. The BMW? I don't think it's a dusty relic yet, you know? It doesn't take much driving before the only signs of civilization are the car you're in and the road you're on. Tabitha maintains an icy silence as she focuses on the road. Yeah. I've played the game. I know what's happening. How are you holding up? Fine. Are you sure? You seem tense. You know you can talk to me, right? I went through something similar when my own mom passed. What are the other options? She tenses up even more at the mention of your mom before letting out a heavy sigh. Maybe it's a sore spot for her. You quickly apologize. I'm sorry. I know that's probably not what you're looking to hear right now. Look, I appreciate your concern, but I'm fine, really. So, I guess we're both members of the Dead Moms Club now, huh? Your cousin turns to you with an icy glare. Maybe this would have worked to ease the tension if she were someone else. But she isn't. You're really not gonna drop it, are you? She turns back to the road, her expression cold and unforgiving. I'll just be silent the rest of the car ride. I'm really sorry. I'm really sorry, dude. I'm not gonna say anything else. I'm really sorry. We took Keen-Eyed and Streetwise. And here it is, the Scarlet Estate. Though it's seen better days, its crumbling elegance is not lost on you, someone used to cramp apartments in gray cities. That's you, Jim. Your mother told you about this place many times before she passed away, always with an anger burning beneath her words. The faded majesty you once imagined doesn't quite compare with what's in front of you, a jarring blend of opulence and ruin. As you stare at it, perched on the crumbling cliffside, you can't help but feel like it's something that should have been left to rot a long, long time ago. You're hit with a blast of dusty air as you step across the threshold and into the foyer. Everything in this room has been here for much longer than you've been alive, each object cemented in place with layers of dust and cobwebs. You can hear doors creak on their hinges and the aches and moans of ancient floorboards as the house itself sways in the wind. Welcome to our family's humble estate. Unfortunately, due to the current state of the house, only a few rooms will be safely accessible during your stay. I wouldn't go wandering anywhere else if you value your limbs. The floor have been known to give out. You know what's good for you, you'll stick to your room, your bathroom, and the kitchen. And hallways, I guess. But only the hallways you need to use to get to those places. I'll show you around so you know where it's safe to walk. You can leave your bags here for the time being. Feel free to interject, Jim. You're here to play the game with me.
I'm just
here for the ride.
I'm here for the ride.
So you live here? Yeah, and I'm letting you stay here for free, so mind your manners. Or did your mother not teach you about those? Let's just get the tour over with. Follow me. You put your bags down and follow Tabitha through a long, dusty hallway. She delicately steps over holes and tears in the floor, and you do your best to trace her steps. Kitchen. On Wednesdays, a woman from town comes in and does the cleaning. Her name is Janie. I wouldn't recommend socializing with her. She'll talk your ear off. You need any food? There's fixings for peanut butter and jelly. Don't touch my mac and cheese or my ice cream. Those are off limits. And you can access the garden through here, but it's pretty wild. I wouldn't if I were you. You said someone actually cleans this place? Have you ever actually seen that happen, or did this person just say they did it and leave?
I'm gonna go eat dinner, and I'll be back in a little bit.
Oh, I keep a close watch on Janie. She cleans. Maybe it's not up to your sleek city standards, but this is an old house in the country. There's a level of dirt and grime you have to learn to live with. I mean, alright, I'll just let it go. It's not, I'm just staying here a week, Chad. There's no reason to get uppity about it. Alright, sorry. Wonderful. Now that you're done insulting my kitchen, do you have any other questions before we move on to the next part of the tour? Is there somewhere in town to buy food? In case I want to eat something other than PB&J's this week? Why aren't you fancy? Yeah, there's a general store. There's also a diner. I usually order my food in bulk online, though, so I won't be going with you. Sweet, thanks. Cool, good talk. Well, what if I want ice cream? Then you can buy yourself some at the general store. If you touch my stash, I will know, and there will be consequences. That's a good point. It's pretty easy to tell if someone's been in your fucking ice cream. Awesome. I love peanut butter and jelly. How'd you know it was one of my favorites? That can't be real. I didn't, but good for you. Alright, what's next on the tour? Bathroom, follow me. Great, it's been hours since I've gone. Whoa, a tuxedo cat. Hello? Is that your cat? What's its name? Brofrau. Do not try to pet her. If she wants to be pet, she'll let you know. Okay, fair enough. Oh, yeah, I'm not gonna fuck with a cat that doesn't like to be pet. Shall we move on? The bathroom waits. You once again follow Tabitha through a long, dusty hallway. Maybe after a few nights, it'll get easier to navigate these spaces, but for the time being, you feel lucky to have not fallen through the floors. Guest bathroom. Not much to show. It's a bathroom. I'll wait outside. Do what you must if you must. It's a wretched bathroom. Piles of junk sit untouched in the corners of the room, and mystery stains paint the floor. Jesus. Who exactly uses this bathroom? Guess. Are we sure this works? Yes. Why wouldn't it? The water bill gets paid, therefore the toilet works. Oh my god. Now do your business so we can move on. Okay. That's the spirit. This is the worst bathroom I've ever seen. It'd be a lot nicer if Jenny didn't have a policy about bathrooms. She cleans mine but refuses to do more than that, so you can blame her for the state of the place. Can I use your bathroom instead? No, now hurry up so we can move on with our lives. Alright. Oh my fucking god. I'm good, actually. Might as well try since we're here. Another bathroom? Are we absolutely certain? My bathroom might have part of Mother's, but this one is the guest bathroom, so you should get used to using it. Right. Alright. A toilet's a toilet. Next up, guest bathroom. Last stop on the tour. Follow me. You and Tabitha briefly return to the foyer before climbing the stairs and reaching the guest room. Oh, this is nice, actually. This is where you'll be staying. The linens are fresh. I had Janie wash them last week. I had to endure a half-hour rant about her kid to get her to do it, so you'd better be grateful. The closet is full of old family stuff, so you can't hang your clothes up, but you can use the dresser. It should be empty. This is all the boxes. Old family stuff. Do you need help moving them? Tabitha eyes you up and down for a moment. No. Oh, it's nicer than I'm used to. Honestly, it's nicer than I expected, too, out of everything else I've seen. Can't say I'm surprised. Each and every piece of furniture in this room is a genuine antique handed down through the family for generations. This is not an IKEA bedroom or whatever such nonsense you're used to in the city. Who used to sleep here? When? This house is almost 150 years old. Many, many people have slept here. And now you'll sleep here, carrying on the fine traditions of bedrooms being slept in. Okay. I guess I'll get settled. Follow me. I'll take you back to the foyer so you can collect your belongings. That concludes our tour. I'm afraid I must return to my duties, so you'll have to entertain yourself for the rest of the day. Don't expect to see much of me. You know, we don't have to inherit our parents' bad blood. We can start fresh now that it's just us. Look, I'm sorry I've been testy since you've gotten here, but you aren't exactly one to talk. Clearly, you and I have different opinions on hospitality. Maybe we can start fresh tonight. Just stay out of my hair until then. I have work to do. I won't keep you, but we should hang out when you get back. We'll see. There's a lot that needs to get done this week. Now it's just you. You and this sprawling, decrepit estate. I guess I'll go make a PB&J. I didn't eat those boiled peanuts, so you haven't had anything to eat all day. The only thing louder than your stomach right now are the creaks and moans of this ancient place. A PB&J sounds exactly like what you need to take on the rest of the day. You head to the kitchen. You're back in the kitchen, ready to craft a beautiful peanut butter and jelly sandwich. It's a daunting task, given the state of the place, but the aggressive growls of your stomach outweigh your fear of food poisoning. To get started, you'll probably need to find some peanut butter, or some jelly, a bread, a plate, and a knife. Alright, shit. Let's search the pantry. Boom! Bread and peanut butter, baby. It's just that easy. Holy fuck, that is a lot of mac and cheese. Game is right. Is that a dead rat? Tabitha sure loves her mac and cheese. Look closer. You squint in the darkness of the pantry. Behind the molded bread, a single book lies forgotten, a thin layer of dust collected on its cover. You pick it up. Flip to a bookmarked page. Both calf's brain and aspic are unappetizing enough on their own, and you can only imagine how vile the combination of the two would be. What kind of person would call this their favorite food? No wonder your mom ran far, far away from this place. You shut the book and put it back in its place. I guess we'll take the bread. All you need now, we'll take the peanut butter. The king of nut butters, and only 3% of each jar is mashed up cockroaches. I don't think that's true. All you need now is a jelly, plate, and a knife. Alright. Close the pantry door as best you can and turn back to the rest of the kitchen. Probably cabinets, right? Oddly enough, the utensils. I've seen people do this, by the way. I had a friend growing up who did this. I don't get it. I don't know why you don't just dedicate a drawer to your utensils. Very odd to me. Even as a child, I thought this was curious. But there are people who do exactly this. I guess I'll just grab a plate and a butter knife. All you need now is some jelly. Maybe it's in the fridge? As you approach the fridge, your eyes catch a note taped to the door reading, "Janie, stay out," in all caps. Below it, in a separate handwriting, are the words, "Okie dokie." You open the fridge. You already feel a deep urge to wash your hands, even though you have yet to touch anything other than the handle. It's a lot of jars of jelly, man. Damn, it's a lot of fucking ice cream, too. What's with this? Oh my god. Why did you do that? What were you expecting? This takeout container is disgusting. Beyond words. A liquefied mess wholly congealed in its styrofoam shell. You can't even tell what it used to be. This substance doesn't just smell bad, it smells ancient. For God's sake, put it back. Your body reacts before you even register what you're doing, compelled by a deep, primal disgust. You shove the container back in the fridge, pushing it into the depths of the shelves and out of your mind. Hopefully you can forget it exists and moves on with your life. Just grab the jelly, man. Don't look at anything else in here, please. You reach for one of the unopened jars of grape jelly, carefully checking its expiration date. You breathe a sigh of relief when you realize it's recent. This was either purchased specifically for you, or jelly is one of the few things in this kitchen Tabitha actually uses. This is the last ingredient you needed to make your PB&J. Time to close this fridge and get to work. You return to the kitchen, closing the fridge behind you. Dude, we've done it. Make the PB&J. Despite the state of this horrendous kitchen, you have successfully combined your 3 ingredients to make a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. Congratulations, you can feed yourself. A job well done. All that hassle and it took you less than a minute to eat. The rest of the day lies in front of you. Hello, Frau. Does he draw any business? Oh, my bad. I'll check out the gardens. I'm here, at least. Oh, dude, this garden, I can tell. This garden has beauty in it, bro, if it was cleaned up a little bit. This garden was reclaimed by the wilderness long ago. It might not be very safe, but who's to stop you from venturing deeper? I'll explore a little bit. You wander further into the garden. It's quiet out here. I'm done here. I guess let's go settle into our room. Now that you've finally eaten, the aches and pains of your journey have started to sink deep into your bones. You stumble up the stairs to your room, suitcase in tow, eager to unwind before you face the rest of your day. Well, the cat doesn't like to be pet. We were warned about that. If the cat wants to be pet, they will let us know. You stand at the entrance of your room. Let's look out the window. Anything cool out there? You can only imagine how beautiful the garden must have been in its heyday. If you owned this place, you'd totally get out there with a shovel and some gardening gloves and whip it into shape. You'd go out and pull weeds, chop trees, carve topiaries, and do whatever you needed to do to return it to its former glory. And once it was all done, you'd sit by the fountain, which of course would have a little goldfish in it, and drink floral tea while enjoying the birdsong. Yeah, you definitely do that. Just not right now. Let's look at the painting. This must be an older relative of yours, judging by the dates on the inscription. You've never heard of her, but you'd barely heard anything about your aunt and cousin until a week ago, so that's not really a surprise. Hello, Xfinetti. Maybe you could ask Tabitha about this Mary Belle Scarlet the next time you see her. That is, if she's actually in the mood for conversation. Put our clothes away. Oh, hello! You drag your suitcase over to the dresser and open the bottom drawer. A possum lurks within. It is quiet, but angry. You want some boiled peanuts? You hold out your still dripping bag of boiled peanuts. Nobody wants them. I don't even want them. The possum hisses in disgust, stiffens, and begins to drool, feigning death. Alright, dude, you can have it. You close the drawer. You might as well leave it be. You open the top drawer next. It's empty. A goodest place you'll find to put your clothes. Based on the state of the house, you wonder if you've been better off keeping your clothes in your nice clean bag, but there's no going back now. Oh, I hate that. You can see why your cousin said you should put your clothes in the dresser instead of this closet. There must be decades of family history stacked up here. Some things are best left untouched. You close the door behind you. Doesn't seem like there's much else for you to do right here. I'll head to town. Now that you're settled in, well, honestly, you haven't missed much except the opener. We met a weird guy. He's in New York now, probably skipping out on his wife and kid. We got a bag of boiled peanuts. Nobody wants them. We just keep offering them to people, and everybody says, "What are you doing? Stop that." And we're playing with Jim, but Jim went to get food, so he'll be back in a second. Now that you're settled in, there's not much left for you to do here other than head out and explore the town. You do just that. If you had known you'd wind up having to walk all the way back to town, you probably would have just asked Tabitha to leave you at the bus stop, especially with how unhappy she seemed to see you. If only you could wipe the slate between the two of you clean and bury some tension, though maybe her mother's funeral isn't the best time for something like that. Then again, maybe it's the best time. It's really pretty out here. God, dude, this place is a shithole. Finally, you made it back to town. The hauler, as that guy on the bus called it, has probably seen better days. Still has the feeling of an idyllic country town, but its sidewalks are cracked and many of the storefronts are boarded up, their windows dusty with age. A chill breeze sweeps down the lane, and you shudder suddenly, feeling as if you're peering into a grave. Oh, hello! Gretchen, come back here. Quit bothering strangers. Sorry about that. Gretchen can be very slippery when she wants to be. She loves to get loose and cause havoc. Tell me more about this wonderful creature. I am in love with this dog, and I wish to know everything there is to know about her. Gladly. Her favorite food is Cheese Whiz. Her favorite toy is an old sock I sewed to look like a squirrel. And her favorite show is Murder, She Wrote. Dude, fuck yes. Sometimes I leave it on in the background while I'm working to give her something to do. She'll actually sit in her little bed and watch it like an old lady with her programs. How'd the two of you meet? My mom was a vet, and she used to visit the regional animal shelter on weekends to do checkups. When I was real young, I'd go with her to volunteer, which really meant I'd do a little manual labor and then play with dogs for the rest of the day. One weekend, believe it or not, someone dropped off this little 1-year-old pug that had outgrown its cute puppy stage. When I went to clean her kennel, she looked up at me with those big, watery, nervous eyes, wagging her entire butt and whimpering like no one had ever loved her before. I couldn't not fall head over heels, you know? My parents were rugged mountain folks, so they weren't big on toy breeds, and at first they refused to even consider adopting poor Gretchen, but I kept visiting every week, and soon enough they caved and let me take her home. My dad still wasn't too keen on her at first, but soon enough he was taking her out on the trails like she was a hound dog. You can't help but notice she's been talking about her parents in the past tense. Sorry for talking your ear off, but I can't help it. I could prattle about Gretchen for hours. But where are my manners, talking to you for this long without introducing myself? I'm Stella. It's not often I see a strange face up in the hollow. Every now and then there's a new crop of coal folks, but you don't look dusty enough for that. You aren't in town for the funeral, are you? The Scarlet funeral? Oh my god, no! They're calling it the Scarlet funeral? Oh, lady, that's bad. That's a bad omen. No, Kane, please. No, I can't. Don't make me. Oh, fuck. Let me introduce myself. I'm Wim. You must be Tabby's cousin, right? That's the only person I can think of who would come to town for the funeral. How's she holding up? To be honest, I've been a little worried about her all alone up in that big house. Sorry, did you say Tabby? I can't imagine Tabitha ever going by something so, you know, cute. She did back when I knew her better. It's been a while, but I hope she's okay. Oh, I lost the option to give her the peanuts. I fumbled it, Chad. I'm sorry. Seems like she's putting on a front. I don't think she's doing too well. She's icy, sure, but it feels like she's putting it on as a front. She's always been a little rough around the edges, to be honest, but it's always been hard to tell if it's just the way she is or if she's been putting on an act her whole life. To think she's been up in that old mansion all by herself, it'll probably be good for her now that you're staying there, even if she doesn't think so herself. How long have you known her? Oh, quite a long time. The town's really small, so everybody knows everybody else as far back as they can remember. Tabby and I got a little close when we were both in the school's production of A Midsummer's Night Dream. I was punk and she was mustard seed. As you might have expected, she was more than a little prickly, but I managed to soften her up a bit in the end. But then she graduated, and that was that. Oh, if you just got to town, you must be starving. I was just on my way to the diner for a coffee, and they've got amazing biscuits, my treat. Turn around and leave without saying another word. What? That's some Jim Riz right there. Jim would do this in real life thinking that was the best option. Hell yeah. Wow, this is the saddest collection of people I've ever seen in my life, and I literally grew up in a town exactly like this. The pleasant aroma of greasy breakfast food hangs heavy in the air, in contrast with the empty, lifeless atmosphere of the family estate. The diner is filled with the comforting din of human life. All of which grinds to a sudden halt as the patrons realize that a stranger has entered the establishment. Okay. Hello. Hey. I'm Wynn. Just in town for the funeral. Before anyone can respond, you and Stella casually slide into a boat, pretending the whole town didn't just gawk at you like a sideshow attraction. Looks like your entrance was a little more dramatic than you were expecting, huh? They are whispering about me! Folks around here don't meet many strangers as is, and with who you're related to, well, let's just say you'll be the talk of the town for a while. As you settle into the booth, you can't help but pick up some of the murmurs of conversation around you. Hold on. Stella turns to Gretchen while you take a quick look around the diner. At the counter, two policemen and a woman you assume to be the owner shoot sidelong glances in your direction while whispering to each other. Vivian's kid. Never thought we'd actually meet him. Looks so much like her. Ah, yeah. Those eyes are unmistakable. That haunted look. I always thought it'd go away once she got out of this town, but I guess unhappiness was baked into her DNA. Fucking crazy. That's fucking crazy. A young mother and her syrup-stained child sit at the table across from you. Mommy, who's that? Don't stare, Tulip. That's Miss Tabitha's cousin. Oh, so that's why you look so sad. I would look sad, too, if I had to have Miss Tabitha as a cousin. Do you think Tabitha's cousin is mean, too? I don't know. I'll find out next time I go visit Miss Tabitha. Are you going to finish your pancakes? They're almost cold, Sweet Pea, and we've got to get home to help Daddy. In the far back corner, a man sits alone at a small table, sipping coffee and reading a paper. Why are the strangers who wander into town never gorgeous blonde ladies of an appropriate age? Why is it always coal boys, punks, and whippersnappers? I mean, shit, dude. He's age appropriate. What are you gonna do? He ain't weird about it. Lastly, a group of coal miners sit hunched around a corner booth, readily scarfing down heaping plates of food. That's the boss's cousin? There's that funeral this week, if I'm remembering right, for old Miss Perlan. May she rot in peace. I'll let the lady rest, Axe. One shouldn't speak ill of the dead, no matter how foul they were. Especially before they've been so much as laid to rest. If he'd been around in her heyday, he'd be speaking ill too, Rodriguez. He's right. Nastiest woman I've ever met. That Tabitha is a blessing compared to her. Curse the whole lot of them. May every Scarlet burn in hell. Okay, that's enough of that. Fucking crazy. I mean, hey, man, if the miners got beef, the miners got beef, I guess. Hey, Stella, I went ahead and fixed you up a coffee. They quietly place a cup of coffee in front of Stella. And here's some bacon for the little lady. Dude, that is such a cute dog. Anything for you? Name's Avery. I'll be taking care of you today. Listen, man, you want some... Listen. Crazy call. You like bowl of peanuts? They did not like that, chat. I have thrown the vibe off in the kitchen. My bad. My bad. My bad. I apologize, everybody. You hold out the still dripping bag of boiled peanuts. Gretchen sniffs at the spatters of brine on the table and licks her lips. No thanks. I shouldn't take gifts while I'm on my shift. Anything I can get you, though? How much is the coffee? Yeah, can I have a biscuit too, please? I hear they're really good. Best in the county. Oh, and, I'm, sorry for your loss. Before you have the chance to respond, they're gone. Glad you took my advice with the biscuit. You won't regret it. You know, if you ever want to get rid of those peanuts, there's a trash can right by the door. The funeral's not till Sunday, right? That gives you quite a bit of time to slum around town. I'm trying to think if there's any cool events going on this week. I promise, by the way, she's playing this cool. As someone who grew up in a small town, like, obviously this game is way smaller, but I grew up in a town of, like, less than 1,000 people. So very similar vibes. She would know if there was anything cool going on. She's playing this cool, she would fucking know. She wouldn't have to think about it. There's nothing cool going on. There's always the reading adventure at the library, which is supposed to be for little kids, but I do it every month anyway. And I'm pretty sure Avery's throwing a party Saturday night, so that's a fun thing to look forward to. And there's the weekly Sunday potluck. That's actually baller. A weekly potluck? That actually... Alright, I fuck with the community heavy. That should be right after the funeral, too, so it'll be a special occasion. Is the potluck like a church thing? Would it be weird for me to come if I'm not a member? No. This Sunday thing is coincidental. It's actually hosted by the library. Oh, okay. Not too many people go to church around here, if I'm being honest. Isn't this like the rural South? That's gotta be unusual. I know, we must seem like a bunch of heathens, but there are plenty of God-fearing folks in town that just aren't the biggest fans of the local church. Well, the building's okay, but the pastor's another story. There's just something a little off about the guy, a little creepy. You'll get what I mean if you ever meet him. And unfortunately, you probably will. Anyway, those are all the big events I can think of. As for the day-to-day, any idea how you want to kill time for the rest of the week? I kind of assumed I'd be spending my time trying to help Tabitha, but with how quickly she ran off today, I'm not sure that's enough for a full schedule. Do you have something in mind? Something that's telling me this is a loaded question. Was I being that obvious? My job means I spend a lot of time in the woods with a camera, and it's always better when someone else is there to... Before Stella can finish, Avery returns, biscuit in tow. Here's your biscuit. Winnie says it's on the house, and she sends her condolences. Thank you. It looks great. You pick up the biscuit. It's delicate and fluffy. It nearly crumbles at your touch. Buttery warmth emanates from the surface. Dude, look at the dog, bro. Oh my god. You take a bite. It melts in your mouth as if it was nothing but butter suspended in a thin matrix of dough. Truly, this is a perfect biscuit. Whoa. This is a really good biscuit, wow. I'm so glad you like it. Avery lingers at the table for a moment. So Stella mentioned she's famous? Haha. Oh, Avery, I'm not famous. You're the only person I know who's been on the news. If that's not famous, I don't know what is. Stella sighs. I'm a YouTuber. No! No! Fuck, man! She had it all until the reveal! Fuck, man!
What's up, fucker?
Oh, a content creator!
Oh, she's so cringe.
Oh, no, she's based, though. She does. Look at the dog she has. That's her dog. They let the dog into the diner.
I just got back and you're on a date with a stupid dog and a YouTuber. What the hell happened?
We're not on a date. She knows I'm a stranger in town, and she took me to a lovely cup of coffee and some pastries, bro. What kind of videos do you do? He hunts cryptids. You should really check out her channel, Wim. It's amazing. I think the best video to start with would be the river one. You know, the controversial one. Oh, yeah. The Catawba River Runner. I didn't expect much out of the footage at the time, but it really wound up doing numbers. So the river runner is a cryptid that's only been known from a single sighting. 2 Boy Scouts thought they saw something big and weird in the Catawba River, and that's all I had to go on. But then I wound up catching this on camera. Stella pulls out her phone and shows you a clip of something in a river. Despite the shaky camera footage, you can clearly make out the shape of the creature's head and its relative body proportions. You're pretty sure it's a cat, and a big one at that. Some folks said it was a beaver, but if that was the case, it'd be at least twice the size of any beaver I've seen. I also had people saying it was a dog or even a capybara, but that must have escaped from a local wildlife sanctuary. I'm still not sure what it was, and I'm the one who saw the thing with my own 2 eyes. Looks like a big cat. See, it's got those little kitty ears right there. Maybe it's a mountain lion. She is not happy that I said it's not a cryptid. I'm fucking fumbling this date.
You're not getting another date.
I'm fumbling this date crazy right now with my keen eyes. No way. It's absolutely not a mountain lion. There are no mountain lions this far east. I did a whole video on the Appalachian mountain lion myth and found jack squat. And if there's no reason one would be swimming in a river like this, they're not fans of water. It's too long. No way. Personally, I'm a fan of the capybara theory. There's always people keeping those things as exotic pets. Kind of a sewer gator type situation. Yeah, exactly. Some exotic pet owner sets it free, and now it will forever roam the Catawba, confusing Boy Scouts and YouTube commenters for years to come. So speaking of things to do around here, I was actually planning on filming this week's video tonight. I was wondering if maybe you'd want to come along. It's a pretty easy one this week. We wouldn't even have to camp anywhere. I'm going to go after the... Wait, no spoilers! I should probably get back to it instead of standing around chatting with friends anyway. See you guys around. Let me be so clear, bro. In a small town like this, bro does not have enough business to do anything but talk to the regulars like that. He either really didn't want it spoiled or just doesn't care. Now that the coast is clear, I'm going after Skunk Ape. Whoa.
What?
I'm listening. Tell me more. Well, it's kind of like Bigfoot, only smellier. Most skunk ape sightings are from Florida, but while I was doing research for last week's video, I came across a report where a lady from a town over claimed to have seen one on her deck playing tug-of-war with her dog. And as I leave no stone unturned, I decided it was worth investigating. So what do you say? Want to tag along? Hold the camera for me while I narrate against a darkening sky, that sort of thing? Are you actually asking me, a stranger, to follow a girl I just met into the woods, unknown, at night, to chase after dangerous beasts? Will Gretchen be there? Of course. It's actually been a while since I've had anyone but Gretchen out there with me. Say no more. I'm in. This is going to be a lot of fun. I actually started the channel with a couple of buddies of mine back in middle school, so it'll be kind of a blast from the past. By the way, Jim, I've offered the peanuts to just about everyone I've come across, and no one has taken them. In fact, I offered them to a possum I found in a drawer, and the possum pretended to be dead rather than eat them.
Someone is bound to eat them.
Gretchen seems to want them, but I am not allowed to give them to Gretchen, so...
What if it all comes back around, and the only guy that will take them is the guy from the bus, and he's the killer?
Maybe. I missed those two. My videos are terrible. You know, that gets me thinking. I wonder if they'd be down to come along with us, get the old gang back together. Though I guess Connect has to close out the general store tonight, so I'm pretty sure that's a no-go. I'm sure I butchered that name just now. I'm so sure of it. But Reese, I think there's a decent chance we could get him to come out of his cave if he's up for it. You mind if I make a quick call? Didn't even wait for my answer. Didn't even wait for my answer. Crazy, by the way. It's not even a date anymore. I don't think it was ever going to be a date.
Don't go. Back out. Back out.
Stella pulls out her phone and dials it, waiting while it rings. Dude, what's up? It feels like it's been forever. Oh, man, I'm sorry to hear that. Do you want me to come by, or...? Alright, if you're really sure, but if you change your mind... Oh, I was just calling to ask if you wanted to come out to the woods tonight. I met somebody cool in town today, and He's
She
Tabitha's...
thinks we're cool.
Who? He's Tabitha's cousin. I know. Yeah, no, he's just here for the week. Anyway, we're going out to look for skunk ape. We could take the easier trails if that would help. Dang, man, that sounds awful. I hope you take it easy tonight. I'll swing by sometime this week and we have a more low-key hang. How's that? Yes, I'll bring him. Talk to you soon. Bye, bud. I don't know who's on the other end of the phone, but it sounds like something awful happened. Sounds like it's just me and you, pal.
Date's back on.
Is he okay? He's not feeling well, that's all. He had a lot going on in the past 10 years or so, but I feel like it's gotten a lot worse recently. Can't remember the last time I saw him leave his house. Oh well, it's not my place to talk about, really. Just got a little excited thinking about having him along again. He's hilarious. You'd love him. We could swing by his place sometime this week. That'd be nice. Love to meet your friends. Awesome, I'll make it happen. He's definitely the trickier one to meet. Nika is much easier to track down since she's at the general store basically every day, but friendship can wait. We've got a skunk ape to hunt. Plus, we should probably head out if we want to make it up the mountain before it's too dark. Come on, let's blow this popsicle stand. Wait, oh fuck, I told Tabitha, oh fuck.
What?
I told Tabitha we'd hang out tonight.
Ooh, she's gonna hate you even more. That's really bad. She'll understand.
You reach into your pocket and pull out a single crumpled dollar bill and quarter. As long as you don't get sick of peanut butter and jelly, your meals will be free while you're here. Share the wealth while you've got it, you think to yourself. Thank God I left $1.25, bro. Big tipper over here, chat. Although, actually, I say that. The cup of coffee is only $1. So, like... And the biscuit was free, so...
It's like 25-cent tip.
Yeah, pretty much. It hadn't been very cold when you first arrived in town, but as the sun dips closer and closer to the horizon, a chill descends upon the hollow. You see your situation with renewed clarity. You're in a new place, far from civilization and the people you know, following someone you just met into a dark forest in search of monsters. You feel...
Oh, dude, it's gonna be so cute when she gives us her jacket, because we're cold.
You feel strangely calm. The setting sun paints beautiful colors in the sky. Fresh air... Oh my god, dog. Fresh air fills your lungs, and pleasant songs of crickets trill around you as night descends. This is where you're supposed to be, with Stella by your side, a sweet smile on her face, and Gretchen plodding along in front of you without a care in the world. Gotta love this brisk fall weather. This past summer was hottest on record, since last year at least. You know how it is these days. Each summer is the hottest yet, till the next summer, which always finds a way to be much worse. Just nice to feel a chill in the air and see the leaves change like normalcy is restored, if only for a moment. Sorry if that was a bit of a bummer. We should talk about something more fun, like skunk apes. You ever hunt these things that aren't cryptids? You know, like ghosts, demons, werewolves, that sort of thing? Yeah, for sure. I used to go after all sorts of spooky stuff. I never had much luck, though, especially when it came to ghosts. Back when I first started doing solo videos, I'd go into all sorts of old abandoned buildings, hoping I'd stumble across some sort of activity. But nothing ever happened. It was always just me and my camera in an old house, getting worked up over a gust of wind or a creaky floorboard.
Nothing ever happens.
When all's said and done, I've just been a lot luckier with cryptids. I want to believe in ghosts so bad, and I can't rule out the possibility that there really are true hauntings out there. But if there are, I sure as heck haven't seen any myself. Werewolves I kind of lump in with cryptids. I'd be shocked if there were actually people out there who turned into animals, but werewolf lore lines up pretty well with the great beast genre of cryptid. As for demons, I don't know. I honestly don't even want to consider the possibility that they exist, because if they really are out there, a lot of folks are doomed to an eternity of flames, but let's hope that's all just bunk, am I right? What about aliens? Don't even get me started. Did you see those UFO videos on the government declassified? Aliens are definitely real, and they have absolutely visited Earth. Like, I believe in aliens way more than I believe in cryptids. You don't see me hunting aliens out here because we know they're real. Dude, yeah, aliens are real. I knew we'd have a connection.
We're so in. We're back.
I know somebody who knew somebody. I know somebody who knows somebody who heard a story from this trucker in Fayetteville. His truck stopped in the middle of the road, just shut down completely, even though he had a full tank of gas. Suddenly, it looked like daylight outside. You could see the cows out in the fields, birds in the sky. Then this metallic-like egg thing appeared, floating in front of his truck. He passed out. When he woke up, he was missing one of his pinkies. It was like he had never been there. Or it was like he had never been there. It's just smooth skin where a pinky should be. I know it's a secondhand source, but there's plenty more like it, and if they are true... What if he just lied? Made the whole thing up? How did your friend of a friend hear this story anyway? You got me there. Could be a story he can concoct it around his already severed finger to spice things up when people ask him how he lost it. And like I said, it's a secondhand story, but wouldn't you rather believe this guy and all the others like him than be caught off guard when the aliens finally make their presence known? I'm just saying, there's no harm in keeping an open mind. Did anything bad ever happen on these hikes? Let me think. There was that time back in early high school when Reese fell down a cliff, but he was fine. We had some folks from town rig up a pulley to get him out of the ravine, and his leg only took a week or two to heal. All in all, not too bad. Your friend fell off a cliff, bro! Though I guess there was also that time I was out here alone and I got stuck in a cave. What are you doing? He got better. Well, I guess, yeah, he did get better, didn't he? I was getting great footage of what I thought was a family of Wampus cats, but I wasn't able to wiggle my way back out. Turns out that the Wampus cats were actually skunks who very much did not enjoy me blocking the entrance to their hidey hole. Thank you, Miyazaki. Hope you had a good stream. And instead of running for help, Gretchen just sat outside, bored to tears. Lassie, she is not. Took about an hour to get loose, which was pretty intense, but a few tomato juice baths later, I was right as rain, so it could have been a lot worse. And there was that time I accidentally stumbled onto Old Duke's property and nearly got my head shot off. But that happens to everybody sooner or later, so I'd barely count it. So yeah, these hikes aren't all that dangerous, all things considered. Sorry, did you say you almost got shot? Are you sure it's safe out here? You know, I'm a little surprised to see you getting cold feet. I know we just met, but I had you pegged as pretty adventurous. You do not have me pegged, okay? Let me be so clear.
Don't be a pussy. We gotta. We gotta go anyway. I
really wouldn't worry about Duke, though. He might be a little jumpy, but he means well. And these trails are a ways off from his farm. And if it makes you feel any better, I've been out on the trails with him before. The man sounds like a truck crashing through the woods when he walks. We'll hear him long before he sees us. And the wildlife isn't anything to be afraid of either. The worst I've seen up here is the occasional black bear, and even they scare easy. Sure, sometimes worrying can help you prepare for something, but we're as prepared as we can be. I even carry bear mace. And if you're as prepared as you can be, why give in to your anxiety when you can have fun instead? Anyway, all that to say we're good. Don't worry. Damn, that's actually... I fuck with that heavy. No, it's not, honest to God. Honest to God. What's the weirdest thing you've seen out here other than cryptids? Oh, that's a good one. There's always the deer I saw stealing baby birds out of a nest and eating them. That was pretty messed up. But I think most people know about that these days. I've seen tons of videos of other deer doing it, so I'm not sure if it counts as weird anymore.
What?
Oh, Tetanus Lake. That's definitely the weirdest. It's a 5-foot deep, 30-foot wide pilot of old cans and bottles, assorted garbage with grass and trees growing on it, so you could barely tell it was there until you stepped on it. Jesus. It was practically solid ground with how much had been compressed, but you could still fall through if you weren't careful, hence the name. Better be up on your shots if you want to mess around in there. It's all stuff from the 50s too, which is super neat. I salvaged a few bottles that I keep on my dresser as a little souvenir. Did you hear that? Oh, calm down, Gretchen, you old mutt. Oh, sorry for getting spooked, Duke. I thought you were some creature of darkness. Nah, girlie, just hold Duke. What the hell are you looking for way out here? Skunk ape? Sorry I asked. And who's this you've suckered into coming with you? Wait a tick. You aren't... Is that... Yep. I see. Welcome to the holler.
That's short for hollow, by the way.
That's short for hollow, in case you didn't hear. My condolences. I'll keep you in my prayers. Another stranger, another opportunity for a salty introduction. No, the game knows! The game knows! I have a reputation with the game now!
Yes. He says yes.
He says yes, he wants these. You hold out the slippery bag in front of Duke. It's grown quite fragrant since you first put it in your rucksack, like the scent of old beer, but you're pretty sure that's what it's supposed to smell like. Boiled peanuts? From your backpack? No, I'm all set, thank you.
What the hell?
Now both of y'all head back to town, you hear? Especially steer well clear of this area tonight. I'm out dealing with my own critter and won't be too appreciative if a couple of fools with a camera scare away the more sensitive wildlife. What are you hunting tonight? Something tall and thirsty? Something musky? You see anything like that recently? Wouldn't you like to know? You never could stay in your business, Stella Richmond. Put that damned camera down. Oh, come on, Duke. Maybe I could help out. I'm pretty good at tracking. You know I learned from the best. Oh, that you did, but I have yet to see a shred of proof that you listened to any of it. The way you tromp around the woods at night yelling about chunk-a-bungus or what have you. Something's been getting at my chickens. I've lost 3 this week, and I can't afford to lose many more than that. Huh. I wonder if Skunk Ape has a taste for chicken. Now, see, this is why I don't come to you about these things. It ain't no Skunk Ape, whatever the hell it is. I know exactly what this is, but I know you won't believe me if I tell you. Dude, you don't think it's... I do, actually. It's those damned mountain lions. They're out there, Stella. I don't care what your little investigation turned up. You haven't been out in these woods as long as I have. Those sons of bitches are sneaky. Of course you wouldn't find any in one night of tracking. And I know for a fact that's been what's been getting at my chickens. It couldn't be anything else. I'm telling you, man, mountain lions are extinct in these parts. There hasn't been an actual sighting since the 1990s, and even those were iffy. I like the idea of a woman who's obsessed with cryptids but refuses to believe that there are mountain lions in the mountains. I can't believe you go out there on your YouTube saying more river monsters spotted by a couple school-age Boy Scouts has been 100% confirmed, yet Appalachian cougars are some kind of far-fetched fantasy made up by geezers like me. If you're an Appalachian cougar, reach out. Please.
Real.
I'm easy to find. You made me look like a fool. I read those comments people were posting on your video. I'm sorry, Duke. I didn't mean to sick anybody on you. I just don't think it's plausible. You'll eat those words when I come carrying a mountain lion corpse out of those woods at dawn. And if you don't want a face full of buckshot, I suggest you run home and stay out of the woods tonight.
Oh, we're lying. We're going to the woods, baby. We gotta lie.
I don't want to lie to Duke. Alright, I'll lie to Duke.
Yeah!
Alright, we'll go home. What? Good. I'm glad you got some stunts. Stella needs somebody like that around. But I've got to film tonight. The video needs to be out by tomorrow evening so I can keep on schedule. If I miss an update, I might lose my new sponsor, and who knows what that'll mean for my career. This is actually so real. And then still, we should leave, and we shouldn't come back. You turn and wink at Stella as subtly as you can. She immediately picks up what you're putting down. Alright, Duke. Maybe you've got a point. Come on, Wim, let's get back to town. Maybe my viewers won't be too angry with me. Glad to see you're finally seeing some sense, Stella. You two run along now and stay safe. Well played, Wim. Really threw him off the trail by pretending we're going back to town. Sorry, dude. I locked eyes with Gretchen. Now, come on. I know how we can loop around without him noticing. Sure fooled him. Sorry if it was a bit much, but I wanted to seem convincing. You did great. He'll never suspect a thing. The trail's just up this way. Let's go. We're going on an adventure with our new friend. Alright, this looks like a good shot. You mind holding the camera? He hands you the camera and takes position. Man, we're gonna film this lady being ripped apart, aren't we? Damn. As night falls, my new assistant, the mysterious Wim, and I find ourselves on a high hill in the Blue Ridge Mountains, where we'll begin our hunt for the elusive yet pungent skunk ape. Though mostly encountered in Florida, this possible relative of Bigfoot has been spotted all along the southeastern edge of the United States, including right in this very county. Here's hoping we get a glimpse tonight. We'll check back once we're on the trail, and until then, stay searching Stellars. I can take the camera if you want, for now. We'll be able to start the tracking scenes once the sun sets all the way down. In the meantime, we get to take in all this gorgeous scenery. Breathtaking. The air is so clean and fresh, I feel like I'm breathing for the first time. It is. I'm glad you came out here. Gretchen has no appreciation for beautiful mountain vistas, and it gets old saying wow into the empty expanse every time I come out here. It's nice to have someone to say wow with. Your quiet moment with Stella is broken by a loud percussive snort. What was that? No need to panic. That's just the sound deer make when they want to warn the rest of their herd about the big scary predators like us. Let's just check it out. As you and Stella hear the footfalls of animals retreating into the woods, she reaches for her flashlight. Oh my fucking god.
What the fuck?
A single deer remains behind, staring down the beam of light while Gretchen whines and pulls at her harness, and then it's gone. Jeez, Gretchen, calm down. You're gonna hurt yourself. She cannot handle deer. When she gets like this, I usually have to pick her up and hold her. She has a bad habit of slipping her harness when she wants to go after something. You're too much of a potato, and they don't make harnesses to fit potatoes, do they? There was something wrong with that deer. Now that you mention it, there was something a little off. I bet it was an abscess, maybe a tumor. It's not like wild animals can get those taken care of, so they just get bigger and bigger, poor thing. There's not much we can do about it. I will say, one of the scariest things that's ever happened to me in like my recent adult life is I was staying with my friend, and there was a walk, like, with my friend in the mountains, in the woods, and there's a walk from the trailer we were staying in to where the bathroom was, in, like, the big house. Not a long walk at all. Literally so short. Like, the length of a backyard. Did the walk, heard a bunch of, like, shit moving right next to me, like, way closer than it should have been, and I turned on the flashlight, and there was a deer about that distance. Like, no, it's not that distance. It was probably a little further, but, like, maybe, like, 2 or 3 arms lengths away from me, just fucking staring at me, and I had no idea it was that close. So, yeah, dude. Very scary shit. Scared the actual shit out of me. Probably the most scared I've been by an animal. Why do you bring Gretchen up with you? Doesn't seem like it's the safest choice for a hiking companion. I actually find her to be quite the opposite. Sure, she wants to chase stuff, but I usually let her when I'm not on one of my cryptid hunts, so I can't hold that against her. I'm just happy she's still so feisty, even at her age. Pugs aren't exactly known for their good health, but here she is running around the woods at 17. Holy shit, she's 17? How is she not blind and deaf? And I feel like the fresh mountain air and exercise have helped a lot in that regard. You defy the laws of nature, don't you, Gretch? I got my heart rate up. I'm ready for the hunt. Same for me. How about we take a quick snack break to fuel up, then we get right back into the night's activities. As you settle down to rest, Stella breaks open a bag of assorted snacks. Why do I not have the option to eat my dried peanuts? Or, well, my now dried peanuts. Do they not care?
No, you don't eat them. You give them.
Oh, right.
It's a gift.
What do we fuck with? Do we like... I hate sesame sticks, so that's a no. But I fuck with dried apricots. You like apricots?
I
I think we'll just take the snack bar.
You're so dumb.
I don't want to take the M&M's trail mix. Those are hers. She made them. If I'm invited, no, but if I'm invited on the trip and someone has trail mix, extra M&Ms, I know they want the M&Ms, right? They made that with the extra M&Ms. I'm not gonna be the asshole who takes it, bro. I'll take something else.
We're doing her a favor.
We're not, dude. We got invited. We're guests here.
Yeah, and you always give the best things to the guest.
No, that's rude, man. Yeah. You're like, yes, you're right, but like as a guest, you have to be willing to turn it down, man.
If she doesn't give you the M&Ms, she sucks.
Excellent choice. A good source of energy and chocolate. Plus, I made them myself, and friendship is the best ingredient. It really complements the cherries and cashews. Hey, man, what's that?
What's what?
The eyes.
Oh, what's that?
You and Stella settle down on an overlook, snacks in hands, the quiet sound of the evening wildlife wash over you. Gretchen gnaws a stick, distracted for the time being. So tell me what it's like in Murrenville. Oh no, I forgot. I forgot we're from Murrenville. Do you have a house, an apartment? Do you live with family, roommates, pets? Tell me what it's like to be Wim. Why do you want to know? Why wouldn't I want to know? I've lived in this town my whole life. I live in an apartment with a difficult roommate. I didn't find this guy. An old roommate of mine had him move in, then they left and just stuck me with him. He's not the worst roommate I've ever had, so I can't complain too much. The biggest issue is his lack of respect for any boundaries. He sleeps on the couch in the common areas most night, always unclothed. He steals bites of my food when he thinks he's being really sneaky about, but there's nothing sneaky about taking a huge bite out of a freshly made sandwich when there's only 2 of us living there, even if I'm in the other room when it happens. And he infringes on my privacy all the time, too. If I close the door to my room, he'll just start screaming and sometimes attack the door until I open it and then just walk away like he has a complex about closed doors. Which, of course, also means he doesn't close the door when he's doing his business, almost like he wants me to watch him. And at least once a week, he somehow misses and leaves these big peepholes that I always wind up stepping in. It's gotten to the point where I think he's causing lasting damage to the house, and no matter what I say or do, it just... Oh, it's a dog. It's a dog.
What?
I'm describing a dog.
Oh.
We could go on for hours about this guy. Okay, yeah, it's a cat. Particularly horrible cat, and it's not like I can just give him away or anything. That would be cruel. Like the animal? Yeah, his name's Truck. I'm terrified I won't get my security deposit back because of what he's done to the place. What do I do for a living?
Streamer! You're a streamer!
I'm a streamer. I'm actually a streamer. No way, a fellow content creator. I guess we've got a lot in common. What are the odds? What sort of streams do you do?
I play video games.
I mostly stream video games. I have to check out your channel sometimes, but you don't have to, actually. You don't have to. How do you like it?
It's twitch.tv/Wimpugs.
Wimpugs. I used to like it, but now I don't know. Used to be fun and relaxing, but now that it's a job, it's gotten way more stressful. I'm kind of struggling to keep a positive attitude, honestly. Believe me, I can relate. I love what I do and I wouldn't trade it for the world, but there's definitely a shift that happens once it stops being just for fun and started to be something I had to do. I don't know if you're looking for advice, but something that helped me is going all in and treating it like a job, setting real work hours and taking at least 1 day a week off, that sort of thing. You'd think it hurt your productivity, but it just meant a day a week I wasn't spending stressing myself out. That sounds fake, but okay. I can't imagine you being stressed. It's taking a lot of work to be this carefree. A crisp breeze brushes over you. You can't help but shake the feeling that you're being watched. You scan the tree line and something catches your attention. For the shortest moment in time, your eyes meet the eyes of someone or something else. And then they're gone. I think we're being watched. Might be Skunk Ape. Do your best to pretend it isn't watching us. We don't want to scare it off. What about you? What's your story? Gretchen and I live in a little house just outside of town. It's actually the house I grew up in, so it has a lot of pleasant memories attached to it, and I'm glad I could keep it in the family. My great-grandfather built that house, and he must have done a great job because it's as sturdy as it's ever been. I'm sorry about your parents, Stella. It's alright. I've done my mourning. We have got to stop. We are not bringing up the Dead Moms Club again.
You gotta double
we
down.
We can't
like
double down.
The Peanuts, bro. She's based. She's based, and she hunts. She's a YouTuber who hunts cryptids, bro. She's gonna find it funny.
I just feel like if I bring up the Dead Moms Club, this throws everything. We're in now. You know what I mean? Why would we dig a hole out?
No, but you could be in deeper.
Okay, I guess we're both members of the Dead.
That was a really bad look she just gave you.
Huh. I guess we are. How are you holding up? Terribly, to be honest. It wasn't a quick death, it took years, to the point that it was almost a relief when it finally happened, but then it sank in that she was really gone, that I was utterly alone, and then the hospital bills started to come in, so I'm not taking it well. Can't even imagine how bad that must be. It's just salt in the wound at that point. It's showtime. Everything else just went quiet. You're right. And whatever made that sound is close. Here, watch Gretchen for a moment while I check this out. You and Stella inch towards the tree line as she shines her flashlight into the woods. As you approach, a series of weak clucks call out from a nearby bush. Huh, maybe Duke's birds weren't eaten after all. What? What the fuck? What the hell was that? I gotta play that back. Holy shit. I'm guessing it must be maybe 2-3 feet tall. It doesn't look hairy, so I can rule out Skunk Ape, but whatever it is, it has one of Duke's chickens. Looks like it's headed north. Let's go after it. Right behind you. She sprints into the unknown. Oh, fuck, man. Ow. Here I thought you were supposed to be the hardened mountain girl. You don't spend as much time running through the woods as I do without getting a little embarrassed every now and then. Usually Gretchen's the only one around to see. Oh no, the poor thing, it must have been one of Duke's. Seems to be found one of Duke's chickens, and she's not looking good. I hesitate to speculate, but she definitely seems to have some sort of growth under her skin. Could be a tumor, it could be something else. Either way, I don't think there's much to be done for her at this point. Hope I don't get demonetized for this one. You're cooked, man! You hear that? Stella, I swear to God, didn't I tell you to go on home? Birdie? Oh no, what's happened to you, sweetheart? Duke, we just found her like this. We think something's seriously wrong with her. Jesus H. Christ. This is just like that deer. What deer? We ran into one earlier. It had growths just like Birdie's. As you, Duke, and Stella take stock of the situation, a sound begins to wrap around you, gently at first, barely a whisper, and then a guttural moan, and then another, and another, until suddenly you find yourself surrounded by a chorus of groaning misery. I think... Guys, what the fuck is that? The voices? Oh, I have no idea. She starts filming again. Come on, Birdie. Let's get you home. As Duke scoops up the injured bird in the trees, and the voices in the trees intensify. It's like you're all suddenly surrounded, the stranger sounds coming closer, growing bolder. What in the hell is that? You feel a tightening in the leash pulling at you from behind. No, you step another foot closer, I'll shoot. Don't think I won't. The man hesitates, and the thing steps forward, fixing seems to be its eyes on Birdie tucked under Duke's arm. What in oblivion is that?
What the fuck is that?
The leash is drawn fully taut, and there is sudden looseness. Gretchen starts making ungodly noises, screaming and howling along with the din around you. You and Stella turn just in time to see another of the creatures slithering out from the bush. Gretchen whines and barks, reaching a fervent pitch as the creature's malformed hands grasp at her.
Curb stop it! Kill it!
Oh my god. What's going on over there? As Duke glances back, everything seems to happen at once. A patter of unnatural feet and chaos. Duke grapples with the thing as it grabs at his shotgun, pushing the barrel out of the way as it grasps for Birdie with oddly jointed limbs, while Stella stares in shocked silence as if paused, watching as the other creature attempts to wrestle Gretchen into the darkness, her desperate cries going unheeded. Shit! Shit! Get your grubby little hands off my bird! Duke has a gun! I'm saving the dog! You dive for Gretchen, attempting to snatch her away from the thing's misshapen hands. You manage to grab her, but the creature isn't deterred. It rears back on its hind legs, its mouth opening, whispered tones sliding out alongside something sharp and unnatural. But then there's the deafening blast of Duke's shotgun, and suddenly it is gone. Duke?
No!
Jesus!
No way!
Oh my god. Oh my god, what do we do? Okay, first things first, I grab Gretchen. There, step 1 is done. Gretchen is safe. Great, okay. Step 2. What's step 2? Oh, we need to get our story straight. Duke had a hunting accident. He shot himself. But people need to know about these things. Duke's family deserves closure. The town deserves to know what happened out here. Maybe the cops will help. It's going to be a lot harder for them to believe what really happened than to decide for some stranger from the big city came into town and shot somebody. Fine. But don't think I'm happy about this. You better not let them pin this on me. I won't, I promise. This whole thing is hard to believe, though, isn't it? We are standing above the corpse of a friend. But if we got more footage, we got a clearer shot of these things, then maybe we'd follow a blood trail. Stella, we have to get out of here.
No, we don't. No, we keep going. We keep going. We keep going.
We do not keep going. As you make your way back through the woods, the unearthly whispers of creatures unknown grow around you once again. You say nothing, continuing forward with grim determination. We're almost there. You and Stella reach the main road, and the whispers fade back into the sound of nature. It sounds like they've stopped following us. I should get reception now. It's back on the main road. Let me find my phone so I can call the sheriff. 6 missed calls from Sabbatha and 13. Oh, fuck.
Tell her to calm down.
Let me call her. Let me just call her.
Dude, what if those things are Tabitha?
Uh-oh, I think I'm in trouble. Tabitha's been blowing up my phone. Guess she must be worried about you, but, first things first, let's call the police. I'm up on the mountain, out on, Esquina Trail. Duke is dead, Earl. Shotgun, it happened right in front of us, but there's something else in the woods.
We are so fucked.
Takes a little while, but eventually a patrol car arrives at the scene. Out of it walk 2 officers, Sheriff Hugby, a friendly older man, and Deputy Franklin, a serious man wearing sunglasses despite it being the middle of the night. See? Right there. A thing jumps out of the woods and then the shotgun goes off. Sam Hill? What is that? Some kind of Pillsbury Doughboy? Couldn't have been a naked maniac. I don't know, there was more than one. They chased us through the woods. Whatever they are, they aren't human. And they killed Duke. Now, we're gonna have to confiscate this camera, Miss Richmond. You don't mind, this is evidence. Okay. Let me just turn it off to save the battery.
Oh.
That's fucked. That's fucked. A man is dead, and she's worried about the content. She really is a YouTuber.
I wonder if her last name was Paul.
I was about to make a similar joke. We appreciate your compliance with the law. We'll get a team out in the morning to retrieve the body, but for now, Sheriff Hugby and I will... Please call me Earl. Earl and I will escort you, and, who are you exactly? That's Wim. He came into town today for the funeral. Oh, right, sure. We'll escort you both back to town. If there's a naked maniac on the loose, it's best you don't walk back on your own. Why aren't you going out there tonight? There's a dead body in the woods. Those things up there could attack someone else. Ain't exactly like Duke is going anywhere at this point. He'll still be out there in the morning. We only have a skeleton crew at the moment. Monday night are Deputy Derrickson's bowling nights. We'll be on alert for any more reports of naked maniacs, but retrieving Duke will just have to wait. Now, if you'll kindly step into the vehicle, we can return you safely to your home. We have to ride back with you? We can just walk. The creature's left. We'll be fine. I'm afraid I'm going to have to insist for your own safety. Alright. Thank you.
Dude, this guy's sketch. He looked like one of those things. Look at him.
He's just old, Jim.
Yeah, he looks like him.
Well, it's sure early. You can hold Gretchen on the way back to town. I thought he was talking to Stella. I was like, what a weird thing to say to a fully grown adult woman. And then I realized he was talking about the dog. You're the cutest little thing, Miss Gretchen. Yes, you are. Sheriff Hugsby pets Gretchen on the head affectionately, but she remains wholly focused on Stella, a worried look across her little pug face as Hugsby scratches behind her ears. Stella is unusually quiet as the car makes its way down the pitch-black mountain road. She went rigid the second she sat down, muscles stiff and unmoving as she stares out the window, jaw clenched. Are you good? She doesn't respond. You reach out and rest your palm gently on her shoulder. She jumps slightly at your touch, but you can feel some of her tension ease and hear her let out a self-soothing sigh.
No, don't pick the first one. Thank God.
You sit quietly watching the trees pass by in the light of headlights. Every now and then you think you see a pale, anguished face staring out at you before it slips back into the darkness.
Dude, the cops are one of them. The old guy's one of them, I'm telling you.
Soon the rumble of gravel beneath the tires gives way to uneven pavement and the car comes to a stop in front of a small cottage. You two stay out of trouble. We'll have this all sorted out in the morning. Just get a good night's sleep. And you, whatever your name was. Wim. So you're in town for the funeral? Good. Don't leave before then. I imagine we'll need to ask you a few questions about everything we've seen tonight. Stella, make sure you keep an eye on him. Make sure he doesn't get into any more trouble. Have a good night now. Bye-bye, Gretchen. Y'all have a lovely evening. If any bugaboos give you trouble, you know how to get in touch. Man died, Earl. He is too old to be a cop. And here you are, back in town, away from the woods, with no one but Stella in sight. Holy shit. Why the hell would you ask if we could walk home? It's a fair question. I've just had some bad experiences with cars. I don't know how to drive them, and I don't like getting into them unless it's literally a question of life or death. Which I guess tonight was. Sorry if I weirded you out. But at night. You seemed a little blasé about everything. I can't believe they're waiting until morning to even start looking for him. Who knows what those things are doing to his body right now. What's worse is I think they've implied that you're a suspect even after we showed them all that footage. They have to pin it on somebody. They're cops. It's their whole job dependent on somebody. So of course they'd pick the out-of-towner. Just hoping the footage clears my name. Told you we shouldn't trust the cops. Yeah, no kidding. But it's okay. I'm not going to let anything bad happen to you. Well, it's crazy you say that because you actually took the photo evidence that would have incriminated me and you took it. I know you have it, is the thing. See, so I actually know that that's not true. So you took the footage that would have exonerated me. It's on you right now. At the very least, it'll never hold up in court, and it won't get to that point either because we're going to do a little investigating of our own. We've got to find out more about those things. If we can get even clearer footage, or better yet, trap one of them, there's no way they can blame you for what happened. The library doesn't open for a while, but I've read every book on cryptids they have, and I've never come across anything like this. There's someone in town who might have something useful information. My friend's mom. Her place isn't far. We should head over there now before it gets any later. I should check in on Tabitha. My friend's place is on the way back, and stopping by shouldn't take long. You sure you don't want to stop in first? I know I wouldn't want to head up that mountain road by myself after everything that's happened tonight. Oh, when you put it like that. Hope you're still awake.
What the fuck?
Out of the corner of your eye, you spot a shadowy figure staring at you from across the road. You didn't hear it approach. Whip. Jesus. Welcome home. Ooh. I don't think it was Duke. He was wearing a miner outfit. Before you can respond, the door behind you swings open. An older woman stands in the entryway. Go home, Wayne.
Alan,
I can't help you tonight.
we are so fucked.
You look back and the figure's already gone, disappeared into the shadow of the night. I'm sorry about that, Stella. Some people just can't be helped. What brings you out here so late? Who is this? He was covered in blood, man! This is Wim. I hope it's okay if we come in. Just put on some water for hibiscus tea. Oh, that sounds delightful, actually. For goodness sake, you can call me Sybil. You're an adult now. Welcome to my little nook. It's nice to finally meet you, Wim. I'm sorry to hear about your mother. Vivian was such a lovely soul, and she's been sorely missed in the holler. That's short for hollows. And now poor Perlan is gone as well. Do let me know if there's anything you need while you're in town. Would...
Yes! Yes!
Would you like some boiled peanuts? You hold out your bag of peanuts as a gift to Sybil. She offered you and Stella tea after all. It's only polite to offer something in return. Oh my, thank you for the kind offer, dear, but I'm afraid it's far too late for me to have something so salty. Who was that outside? Just a very sick man. You don't need to be worried about him. You knew my mom? Of course, dear. She was a good friend of mine for many years. She was a lovely woman. She'd come by sometimes. I can delight you with unsavory tales of her youth. How did you know that she died? Oh, Perlan was a chatty woman. Not much went on that I wouldn't get an earful of, bless her heart. We need your help. Suppose pleasantries can wait another time. What's got you here so late? You seem troubled. You know about weird stuff, right? Unexplainable stuff? Go on. Duke was killed tonight by something in the woods. Oh my lord, have you contacted the police? Yes, and they didn't take it very seriously. They're not even looking for the body until the morning. Those things out there, I don't even know how to describe them. Here, I can show you. So you did take it! I did see you take it!
Of course she took it.
I wasn't about to let the police hold on to this, at least not before we had a chance to make a copy. I'm gonna be mad when they find out you kept that. Only if they figure out I kept it on purpose. As far as they know, it was an honest accident. Where was this? Up in the mountain to the northwest. Within the town limits? Yes. I see. Is there a way to make the video bigger and louder if you can? I'd need to plug a memory card into the computer. I can go into the back and grab yours. There's no need. Connection should still be up. Go grab hers, and you'd better come with. Stella, I'm sure she'd be more than willing to help a friend than her nosy mother. Door is covered with stickers, their edges frayed from recent but failed attempts to remove them. This is a childhood room someone was unhappy to return to. Use a little help. What, Mom? Oh, hey, Stella. And Gretchen, who's a good potato? And a stranger. What are you doing in my house? Would you like some boiled peanuts?
Yeah!
You hold out your boiled peanuts. Dude, they all look so unhappy with me doing this. Generosity is the best way to make new friends. No. Tabitha's cousin. Oh, great. We were wondering if we could borrow your laptop. Stella and her friend have a video to show us. It's really important. Okay. My room's a mess. I'll just bring it out here. What's up, Kanika? This is graphic. Duke got killed out in the woods tonight. It's on the recording. You serious? Duke's dead? Yeah, dude, I was there. Silence washes over the room as the video plays. Oh, what the hell is this? Sorry either of you had to see this, but Wim and I had no idea how to make heads or tails of it. Stella, are you okay? I'm fine, really, I'm okay. Nobody cares about me, bro. Poor dude.
Yeah, the weird peanut guy.
Poor Bo. Has anyone told him yet? We talked to the police. I hope they told Bo, but Earl and Deputy Franklin didn't seem to be in much of a hurry to do anything. I'll call him later tonight, but for now we have something far more serious to discuss. Like Duke anyways, it's fucking crazy. Those things are still out there. As long as they are, more people are in danger. So very true, but not for the reasons you think. My grandmother used to talk about pale creatures called ditchlings. She always said they were a terrible omen, a sign of suffering to come. Come on, whatever's doing this is serious. Stop scaring Stella and Wim with this... Ah, fuck, hold on. Haley-po crap. Nika, sweetie, let your mother talk. She always said they never hurt people despite that grisly scene in the woods. The Duke is dead. Then if these are ditchlings, his death was an accident. My grandmother was wrong, and she was very rarely wrong. Just as birds flock before a storm, the ditchlings congregate where tragedy is soon to fall. Jesus, Mom, haven't they already been through enough? It's okay, Kanika, this is helpful. I don't know if it is. Let's focus on what we know. Whatever they are, they're doing something to these animals. You saw the chicken in our video. What was that growth? Maybe the ditchlings were here for Duke, like some sort of self-fulfilling prophecy. Unfortunately, no. Their presence forewarns of something far more sinister than one man's death. Stop speculating about this occult nonsense and focus on what we know. Right, what are those growths? Maybe they're making more of themselves? You know, you have a point there. I wonder if we're seeing some sort of parasitic larval stage, like they're really big doughy wasps or something. Honestly, that would be worse than them being supernatural. Oh dear, I'd forgotten entirely about the tea I'd put on. Let me fix you a couple of cups. It'll help soothe your nerves. I don't know. It's getting late and I should let Wim get some rest. I ran him ragged today with all the hiking and running through the woods in terror. I can definitely stay up. This seems important. Maybe it's that I'm eager to get home and start doing some research. I'll ask around on my usual forums to see if anyone has any information on ditchlings. You go on home now and do try to get some rest. Don't stay up all night on the online. Let me get you some of my house-made peppermint tea to go. It really does wonders to soothe the soul. Okay, yes, please. Bye, Stella. I'll see you tomorrow, okay? And call me if you need to talk. Thanks, Kanika. I'll see you. Will probably be best. Helps wake the bones. Be careful out there, both of you. Alright, let's call it a night. Mind walking me home? You're welcome to stay the night if you want.
I say we ditch Tabitha.
I'm terrified of seeing Tabitha. She scares me. Yeah, Tabby can be pretty intimidating. Thanks for staying, though. If I'm being honest, not being alone tonight is a weight off my chest. It doesn't take long for Stella to fix up the guest room for you. While it's certainly smaller than its counterpart at the estate, it's far better cared for. Make yourself at home. Who was that guy outside of Seville's? People don't usually get the jump on me like that. Wayne? I haven't really gotten to know the guy. I think he works in the mine. Might be worth looking into him. You didn't have to do all this. You don't have to worry about that. I'm glad the guest room is finally getting some use. What do you make of all this? I don't even know where to begin. Those creatures are out there, and Duke is dead, and I know that some of the things Sybil said were a little wild, but if she's right and they are an omen, maybe we can change things and stop whatever's brought them here before it happens. This could be a more rational explanation. Itchings are definitely real, but there has to be a more rational explanation than the occult. Maybe. We'll have to see what tomorrow's research turns up. This whole ditchling myth might be the best lead we've got. Alright, I should probably try calling Tabitha. Right? She probably just likes to know you're not dead. See you in the morning. Where the hell have you been? I watched a man die tonight! I called you back as soon as I had reception. Did you? I didn't notice. Do you know anyone named Wayne? I employ over 100 people. I'm sure I know a Wayne. You hesitated before answering about Wayne. It's late, Wim, and you never came home. I'm sorry that your random questions and accusations caught me off guard. Are you going to tell me where you've been or not?
I watched a man die tonight.
I watched a man die tonight. They gunned down a man in Reno and I watched it happen.
Do it, do it, do it.
Saw horrible things tonight.
No!
Gotten you all worked up. Collect you tomorrow. From the comfort of Stella's guest bed, the events of the past evening seem like something that happened to someone else. You can still clearly picture the terror you felt in those moments, for now you're safe and you're warm. Eventually the sun will rise and chase away the monsters and make them seem like nothing but bad dreams. Maybe tomorrow, if you're lucky, you'll wake up in the normal world and have a relaxing week in the mountains with a new friend. It's a nice thought, but deep down you can't help but worry that things will only get worse. From behind closed doors, you can faintly hear the sounds of quiet sobs.
Oh, this game sucks and it's bullshit. The typical horror, like, spooky thing to do is she would come crawl into your room and be like, I can't sleep alone, and then you bang one out. And that's how every horror movie goes.
Well, yes, but then you also forget that as that's happening, you both get torn asunder.
That's fine.
It's it. You're a fucking freak, bro. Shut up. I fuck with this game heavy. What's going on the wish list? This was the demo, by the way, chat. This 2-hour thing we just did was a demo.
Wait, this is a demo?
Yeah, the full thing is like 6 episodes or something.
This game's pretty cool. Is that blood?
Yeah, it does seem to be blood, doesn't it? Whoa, alpacas. They look like carrots.
What's that hole in the ground?
It's for alpacas. They look like carrots. You didn't know that alpacas live in holes? Halloween! Halloween pumpkin! Pumpkin! Pumpkin-ween! What a good October-November game this is. Jim, have you played Slay the Princess? Because this is made by the same people who made Slay the Princess.
No, but I watched you play it.
Yeah. Jim was a praying mantis in a past life. True. I wonder how much shit there is in episode 1. Because this took 2 hours. Like, obviously we read everything, right? But it's crazy that this 2 hours was 1 episode. And
that was really good.
How many episodes are out right now? I think there's 5. I know there's 4. Episode 5 comes out. At some point.
I might get this game.
No, it's really cool. It's on the wish list for sure. Thank you so much for playing. This is the end of episode 1. It's Scarlet Hall's free demo if you'd like to do it. Oh, okay, thank you. I will save right now. But this game is really cool. I really, really like the story. Whoa, the cat's in the game. Look at the little cat.
Todd Howard.
But that's that was all I wanted to do on this stream because I don't have the rest of I don't have the rest of the episodes. If I ever get them, someone gifts them or whatever, we will play through this. Jim, you are welcome to join me on stream for a playthrough. If you want to play through it on your own, though, I understand. I don't know what your plan is, but I will say, do you think we could have saved Duke?
I think it's better that we didn't.
But
I think the dog would have died.
Oh, fuck, you're right.
Plus now it's cool that we have like, so you know someone died.
Markiplier helped fund it? Did I miss that? Is that true? That's fucking crazy. Anyway, chat, thank you guys for watching. I'm gonna send you guys over to Sam, and you guys can watch him. That's all I wanted to do today. That's really fucking cool, man. Also, the art in the game is really, really good. I really like the art.